Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today, Cancer, you guys got the Seven of Cups. Now what I really like about this card is that it kind of symbolizes letting go, right? Like just trusting, letting everything happen the way I guess it's meant to happen. And again, like relinquishing any outcome, any expectation of an outcome, right? That's what this card means. But I heard the other Seven of Cups, which is the other, like the Rider-Waite deck speaks about options, right? And sometimes I can see the Seven of Cups being too many options or not knowing which one to choose and just being confused for a little bit of time. But what's interesting is like I don't sense any confusion from you. I don't sense any doubt. I don't sense any fear. I just sense a lot of options. So I just keep hearing, baby, you got options. It's like the song that I know. It's options, options. Maybe you got options. And that's what I keep hearing for you. It's just like you have a lot of options. And I think half of it has to do with you relinquishing control. And another half of it has to do with you trusting. Do you know what I'm saying? There's so many things that have put you in this good position, Cancer. But I just keep hearing like, baby, you have options. And I like that for you because you deserve it. You know what I mean? You deserve what's coming for you. And you can take it any way you want to take it. Do you know what I'm saying? You can go anywhere you want to go. I would just say do what's best for you. What makes you happiest. And I mean, I don't know what all these like options are going to be for you, Cancer, but I do sense that you will have a lot of options, whether it be in love, because it is cup energy, whether it be in where you're going to go for your future, whether it be in jobs. It's anything you want it to be. You're going to have a lot of options. You have like a lot of roaming room, right? And honestly, Cancer, I feel like this comes from you knowing that you'll always have enough, right? With the koi fish in the background, it speaks of, do I have enough, right? Like having a scarcity mindset, which I don't think you have. So I really feel like this is just a really positive pick-me-up for you guys, where they want you to know that you have a lot of options. You can do whatever you want right now. You can go in any direction. And in that Seven of Cups, there is, one cup that is bad, I guess. I think there's like a double, there's something in one of the cups, right? And I do feel like that's also an option for you, right? Like going backwards or going to things that don't really serve you. So those will always be options. Those will never go away. And I think like sometimes we think like the more positive we're going and the better, like in the clear, we're going in one direction and we think like we're leaving all that shit in the past, and it doesn't really work like that. I think those things will always pop up. Those things will always come back around. Those things will always be an option. They're always going to be there to test you and tempt you and do, whatever it is. And maybe back in the day you would have picked those, but I don't think you will. So again, just always remember that there will always be a better option, I guess. But I see many good options, right? Like you can pick three out of the four are gonna be good. Do you know what I'm saying? There'll always be that shitty one, but you don't have to pick it. You've already probably picked it before and you know it didn't work out for you. Do you know what I'm saying? So don't make the same mistakes either. But just know that the new things coming for you are because of the work that you've done. So yeah, Cancer, this is a really nice read. Let's pull some cards on this. So Cancer, I pulled out the original Seven of Cups so that you could see the card that I'm talking about. And you know, every single cup is not the same. You can see inside every cup there's something different, right? And I think they actually want to talk about the snake cup, the cup with the snake in it. Because you're vibing and you're trying to figure things out based on intuition and feeling. And I see that here with the Three of Cups and the desire. So it's not that you don't know where you're going. I mean, you might not know exactly where you're going, but you're feeling everything out. And that's a really good energy, right, to be in, where it's not necessarily anything planned. It's more spontaneous, but at the same time, it's based off feeling. And I really like this because I don't think you can go wrong based on a feeling. But they're trying to tell you that one of these cups you do have a lot of feeling for, but I don't think it's the best idea for you, because I feel like the person connected with this cup is not in balance at all. You know what I mean? Like, I feel some sort of addiction, to be honest, with this person, right? With this Eight of Swords, I don't necessarily get an addiction with this all the time, but I'm getting this could be someone younger than you because we have the Youth card out. And I feel like they're kind of trying to tell you that even though this might be a soulmate or someone that you have a very strong connection with, I don't think you're necessarily meant to take this opportunity with this person. Because I don't feel, with the Destiny in reverse and the Page of Coins in reverse, I feel like this is something that you're not meant to really go into. Like, this is one of those cups that I feel like you're meant to bypass. And like, you're not meant to take the offer that they hand you with this Page of Coins. And I know that seems tricky because it's like, how am I going to know exactly who that is? But I feel like this person has some sort of codependency or some sort of addiction. And I don't know why I'm getting addiction so much. It might not necessarily be an addiction. It's just something about this person that I don't know. With the Tower in reverse, the Death card in reverse, I feel like they might try to tell you that like everything's okay, but there's more underneath the surface. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like when you start dating someone and you don't find everything out about them until like 10 years later. Do you know what I'm saying? There's like skeletons in someone's closet. That's what I'm getting with this Death card in reverse. There's something that this person is like keeping from you, or they will keep from you. And I don't think they're doing it to be like a nasty person. I don't think they're doing it to be, mischievous. But I do think that they are going through something right now. They're coming up as the King of Swords in reverse. You know what I mean? And you can see that they have a lot of fives. They have the Five of Cups and the Five of Wands. So this is a very different energy than what you went through. Than what you are in. Sorry. And it's interesting to me because I think you've been through this energy before, right? Where everything was kind of unstable and the ground kind of felt like it was coming up from underneath your feet and you didn't know what you were necessarily supposed to do. And maybe you tried to grab onto somebody, or you tried to help, just cling to somebody. And I feel like that's what this person is doing to you. And I don't think it's fair necessarily, because I feel like this person, they're not really valuing you for who you are. They're valuing you for what you can give them. And what they need right now is, I feel like, some sort of security and some sort of, I don't know, like they need something to hold on to, because they're going through a time of conflict and challenge. Do you know what I'm saying? With these two fives. And I feel like they're going to just say anything to kind of get what they want. And I'm not telling you that they're going to leave you. I'm not telling you that there going to be a person that just comes in your life and leaves. But I do feel like this person, they might not be being 100% honest with you. Especially if they have some sort of an addiction. I feel like they're not going to say that to you. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like they're not going to tell you, oh yeah, like I'm struggling with this, I'm struggling with that. I feel like they're going to put on the perfect presentation of like, everything's great, I'm like living the life over here. But I don't think that's the case. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, this person's obviously not, they're putting on some sort of facade to kind of get to you. And, for you to think like, oh yeah, this person is doing so great. But they're coming up as the King of Air in reverse. So what does that mean? Again, I don't think they're necessarily a liar. I just think that they're going to say that they're doing fine when they're not. Do you know what I'm saying? Another thing that I'm getting, Cancer, is that I think the energy's fast. You know what I mean? I think the energy is very fast. So I think that that's going to trip you up a little bit, because do you see how we have you kind of going slow with this Three of Pentacles? And it's good that you're going slow because you're making sure everything is like perfect. Do you know what I'm saying? And not in a meticulous, like anal kind of way, but in just a way where it's very, I have to make sure that I'm setting up myself to do well and not setting up to fail. And that's what I'm trying to say. This person might want to move very quickly, but I feel like the reason they want to move quickly is because they are hiding something. And see what I'm saying? I don't think they're necessarily a liar. You can say it's a lying when you withhold information. I just think they're withholding something. And I think what they're withholding is they have something in their closet. I keep getting a skeleton in the closet that they haven't necessarily dealt with. And I feel like they're going to tell you they dealt with it, but they didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? This might be someone connected to them that like doesn't leave them alone. This might be a parent or someone, again, there's somebody maybe connected to this person that keeps them kind of chained, or this is something that they do themselves that keeps them chained. But they're not going to necessarily tell you that. And that's what I'm getting from this cup. This cup is actually, you know, it's deceiving. That's what I want to say. So yeah, Cancer, I think that the reason that this cup looks interesting to you and it's deceiving is because there's something about the desire. Again, I think that you like this person, or you're going to like what you see from this person. I don't know if it's a new or an old person. It doesn't really matter. The point is that they're coming in very quickly. They're one of your options. You know what I mean? You're going to have a lot of options. This is just one of the options. We can't talk about every single cup. You know what I mean? There's 7 cups here. But they did want to show you one of the options. And I think it's because this option to you seems like it's a really good one. But I don't think you're going to get everything from this person. Again, this person's going to put on... What I would do, personally, like, is be slow. You know what I mean? Because... I think that's the energy here. With the 3 of Pentacles, it's to go slowly. If you go slowly, you're less likely to make a mistake. And if you go slowly, you're more likely to see what's actually going on behind something. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you go very quickly, you're not going to see it. So maybe initially you're going to want to move fast with this person because I feel like that's the energy of this person. But it's actually better to go slow. I think one of the main reasons why this person is coming to you is like they might have just gotten themselves out of some sort of relationship with this 4 of Wands in reverse. And I think like they're just coming to you. And I don't want to say like they're coming to you as a rebound. They might have a lot of like love for you, but I just don't think they're in the right energy. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys had this reading last week, but it's like they're not in the right energy, to be honest, to kind of be in a relationship, the one that you're at least ready for. So if you wanted to wait for this person, you could, but all I'm getting with this is like this cup option that you have might not be the best option of all the cups. Remember I'm saying like you have a lot of options and none of them are necessarily super bad, but like there might be 1 or 2 that are like not that great. I feel like this is one of those not that great options. And maybe in like the future it would be a great option, but for right now I just feel like it might not be the best, because I see here that I feel like you're supposed to maybe put an end to this situation. I do think this is just a soulmate coming in. I do think they might be a soulmate, but again, that's why I feel like they're bringing this to your attention, because I think that for a lot of you, this seems like a really good option and it seems like a really great opportunity because it might be the first to present itself, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's the best one, because look what you have underneath this. You have that this might not necessarily bring you the wish fulfillment that you want. And I feel like this is you, the Queen of Cups. And then look what we have underneath that. We have the Page of Wands with the Ace of Coins and the King of Cups. So I feel like if you dare to like venture to something different, right? And maybe a new person, maybe just not this person, right? Like this is the first cup to present itself. And maybe this is the, you know, the first one that you see. So this might be like the shiny new one kind of thing, but there is something maybe behind this cup. Do you know what I'm saying? Like another cup behind it that you're not seeing necessarily right now, but you're going to see it soon. And if you dare to be brave and like kind of just tell this person, you know, I want to take my time. I'm not like too sure. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you necessarily have to put a very big end to this, but they're kind of saying that you do in some sort of way. But again, it's whatever you want to do. All I'm getting with this is like, if you dare to venture out, you're going to be met with a new opportunity. And I see like this is actually the true pair to you. So I do think that you're dealing with like technically like 2 soulmates. You know what I mean? Because I do see with the 6 of Cups that this person is a soulmate to you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this person that is coming in this cup is a soulmate, but I don't think they're necessarily the best option, which is kind of tricky because it's like you have so many options now. That's why I'm saying you have so many options. You can do whatever you want to do. You can be with whoever you want to be with. But there is something that this person is hiding, the first cup, you know, and there is going to be another cup that comes up that I feel like is the one that you're meant to take. And it's a tricky situation. It's a tricky situation. You're going to have to decipher who's who, which I know is like very confusing. I'm not necessarily thinking that this person coming in afterwards is a water sign. I just think that they're a true pair to you. They could also be, you know, a water sign. So I don't know. They could be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. I don't know. I'm not saying to go off signs, because I feel like that's not the way to do this. I feel like you have to go off feeling, and I feel like you're gonna have to. That's what I'm saying. If you go really fast through this, you're not gonna see this. And again, I don't feel like you're confused. This has nothing to do with confusion. This has to just do with like being smart. Again, we're coming up with a lot of Pentacle energy in the beginning, which I feel like is why they're telling you to remain grounded, to remain stable. And again, I think Cancer, you would love to be swept off your feet. You know what I mean? You would love for someone to come in and, you know, offer you everything. And maybe that's the energy you shouldn't trust, to be honest. Because again, this person coming in is coming in really quickly, but there's something that they're hiding. So again, just be careful. But yeah, Cancer, this is a beautiful read. I do see like a true pair coming for you. I do see like this person's a soulmate too. So it doesn't really matter which one you choose. Again, it's basically your life. You can choose whatever you want. You have a lot of options though. Cancer, this is beautiful. Let's pull some advice. So this is interesting, Cancer. I feel like with co-create with spirit and surrender now, this is not for you. I think this is for this person here. And this is what they're dealing with. Do you see how they're in fives? Right? They're in fives because they might have had an ending to a relationship and they're not necessarily handling it very well. And instead of doing the work, they're not. Do you know what I'm saying? Instead of doing work, they're running to you to like fix the problem, right? But they have to do that themselves. And that's why I feel like, again, you can go and take care of this person, which I feel like you're going to be feeling compelled to do, but you don't have to. It's not your responsibility. And with surrender now, co-create with spirit, they're being called to co-create with spirit. They're being called to surrender, right? They might have been in a relentless pursuit for some shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're, you know, after this and after that, like they don't stop. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm feeling with this. It's like they're not stopping because they have to deal with something. That's what's in this closet. There's something here that they have to deal with. And until they deal with it, they are probably just running to you to fix it. Do you know what I'm saying? But they're not necessarily fixing it. They're just putting like a Band-Aid on it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because this work you can't do for them. Right? And they want you to make them feel better. That's what I'm getting with this. It's like, oh, make me feel better. But it's not for you to make them feel better. Do you know what I'm saying? It's their work. And I feel like they know that they have to do the work, but it's like at the same time, what's easier, to go to you or to do the work themselves, right? What's the work? Like, there's some shit that they went through, maybe with this person. Again, there's a lesson here that they have to learn. I feel like that was your thing last week. It was like, what's the lesson? This person has to learn their lesson and they have to learn it for themselves. You can try to tell them what the lesson is and you can try to guide them, but at the end of the day, that's not your work to do. So they're being called to surrender, right? This card even speaks of addictions. So again, they might have an addiction that they're not done, you know, they're not working through. Do you know what I'm saying? And they'll never work through it, especially if you're there to kind of like cradle them and like take care of them. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, I don't think there's a wrong option here, to be honest. I just think that there's a better option, right? There's a better option. And I feel like the better option for you is honestly this, right? It's this option. But yeah, they're being called to co-create with spirit. It's like spirit is calling this person and they're running away over and over and over again. And then you guys got Yamoja, the goddess of all that flows. I am an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me. I feel like this could be for them and for you. Right now is probably a really creative time for you in your life where things, again, are working out because you're going through it with what you desire and your feelings and the cup leading you, right? So it's kind of like, a lot of people don't think like creative pursuits can exist in this world, you know, because everything is behind, you know, a corporation or some sort of freaking crazy energy where it's like, you know, you have to do this, this, and this, and I have to do this step and this step and this step, and I have to get this degree and that degree and that degree. And I feel like you're kind of just throwing that out of the book, and you're just doing something that comes from within, something that you're creating yourself. And I feel like, again, it has a lot to do with your desires. It's kind of like your baby, like you're protecting it, you know what I mean? And it's something that you're creating yourself. Like, I feel like this is for a lot of people that do like creative things, and maybe not necessarily all of you, but maybe there's an idea that you have that you want to like explore, and they're kind of giving you the green light to go explore it. That's what I'm getting with this card. And for the other person, I feel like they need to, again, like heal. Like, they need to go into water, they need to heal, they need to surrender. That's what's going on with this soulmate. You know what I mean? And again, it's not your responsibility. You're in a different part. Do you see how this card can be split into two, right? Where it's talking about a creative endeavor that you go for with all your heart and it's successful, and someone else who needs to heal, right? Like, you know which side you fall on. So it's really up to you. I already feel like you did this healing work. So it's kind of like you would be backstepping, or, you know, going backwards. And I don't feel like there's any problem with trying to lead somebody in the right direction. But at the end of the day, this person has to do it themselves. And I don't know if they understand that. Maybe you're the one that has to explain that to them. I don't know. But I do see like the right person coming for you, Cancer. So it's really whatever you want to do. You can pick whichever cup you want. But if you have a creative endeavor in mind, I feel like they're telling you to go for it. That it will be successful. That it is going to be worth it if you go in that direction. Because it could be a co-creation with spirit and with what you want. And that is in your way surrendering, right? Surrendering to something unknown, right? Like, I have this really good idea, but I don't know what's going to work out. Do you know what I'm saying? They're telling you it's a green light. So yeah, Cancer, big read. I love you guys. I hope this helps, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.